Hi folks, we're going to take a look at number 13 from page 244 from the assignment. So we're working with an angle x, which they tell us is in the second quadrant, and they tell us that sine of x is equal to the cosine of 3 pi over 11. And they want us to find the exact value for the angle x. Okay, now as soon as I see a sine ratio equal to a cosine ratio, I should automatically think about correlated angles. Okay, so I'm going to draw myself a picture to help me out here. So they tell me that x is in the second quadrant and 3 pi over 11 is clearly in the first quadrant because this is less than pi over 2. Okay, so I want you to recall the relationships that we can show between the first and second quadrants. So say I have an angle A. Well, the trig ratios for A are related to the trig ratios for the angle pi over 2 plus A, which would be in the second quadrant if A is in the first quadrant. Okay? Now, in particular, I know that sine of pi over 2 plus A, okay, the one in the second quadrant, since I'm interested in sine, okay, is going to be equal to the cosine of the angle A. Okay? Now, even though we're in the second quadrant, sine is positive, and so it will be equal to the same value as cosine of A. Okay, so let's see how we can relate this to our problem. So our angle in the first quadrant, which is our A, is 3 pi over 11. Okay, so the cos of 3 pi over 11 will be equal to the sine of pi over 2 plus that angle, 3 pi over 11. So this here needs to be equal to my x. Okay, so that means that x is going to be equal to pi over 2 plus my angle A, which is just 3 pi over 11 in this particular problem. Okay, so now I'm just left with adding these fractions. So I'll put everything over 22, so this will be 11 pi over 22 plus 6 pi over 22, and so that gives me 17 pi over 22. Okay, so that's it for this problem. Let's just do a quick recap. So number one was to realize that I was going to deal with correlated angles because I had a sine ratio equal to a cosine ratio. Okay, and then I used the information that x was in the second quadrant, okay, and that the given angle was in the first quadrant to draw myself a picture to set myself up so I could use the correct correlated angle property. Okay, that's it for now.